Ladies and gentlemen, the next presentation at the 2022 E3 will be commencing shortly. Please take your seats. Hello everybody, my name's Flippin' Kamikaze, and I am the President and CEO of EA Games. I wanted to come forward to you today at the E3 for 2022 to talk to you about something really special that my studio has been cooking up. For those of you who don't know, the studio has been working hard on a lot of great games, such as Alfina's Creed, Alfina Bloodwonga. On top of that, Fate Weaver Kills You, Goats and Ladders. We've had a really great fun making all these games, but I wanted to talk to you about something really awesome today. My studio has been working hard, round the clock, at a really great project, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. You know, we've played so many different games, we've done so many different games, we've created so many different games, but one game that we really wanted to do has yet to be created by our studios. So I wanted to bring it forward to you now. I wanted you to understand how excited I am to see this come to life, and I want you to be excited as well. So let's just get down to it. When it comes down to it, I want to be able to talk to you about this game. It's going to be amazing. It is something that we have been thinking about, and really what it comes down to is it's going to be the greatest hybrid game that could ever exist. Basically, I mean, the only way to describe it, it's going to be a first-person shooter, it's going to be a real-time strategy, it's going to be a sim, it's going to be everything. And when we thought about a good way to encompass what it's going to be, we realized that the studio didn't have an appropriate term, so we started chewing on a bunch of different things. And ultimately what we came down to was that this game had to be called by an acronym. And the acronym that we determined was... It was something really creative that we thought, and I think that you're going to love it. It's called the Battlefield Ultimate Reality Simulator, or BURS. Now, the BURS game is just going to be great. It's going to be ridiculous, and I don't even know how you guys are going to receive it, but I know it's going to be awesome. And so I wanted to talk to you about some of the different things that are going to be in BURS. For starters, everything is going to be played through the eyes of General Military Cadet gmcfosho. And so, as you can see, he's a really hardened guy, comes from Philadelphia, does a whole lot of you know, really rough upbringing, but he's going to rise to the ranks, and you're going to help him get there. You're going to help him become the greatest general known to man, and it's going to be amazing. It's really just, I don't even know how to describe this, but you're going to love playing through this guy. Another couple things to talk about BURS here. Like I said, it's the ultra-realistic simulation, and to do that, we need an ultra-realistic combat environment. And basically, we're going to have the entire planet as a live presentation for you. In other words, I'm talking about the entire planet. Every single inch of this Earth is going to be in-game. That's what I'm going to try and bring to you guys. That's because we're that good. On top of that, despite the size, we're not going to have load screens. No loading screens whatsoever. You go from place to place, and it's just going to be there. No loading, no waiting. You're just going right into it. And on top of that, we're going to be using the Tri-Engine 3.5 edition. We had some issues with the Tri-Engine 2. We needed to upgrade. We went to 3.5, and it's just going to be perfect. Some of the pre-renders that I've seen are just absolutely amazing. I don't even know, you know, I don't even know what you guys are going to think. It's just going to blow your freaking minds. That's all I can say. On top of that, one of the biggest gripes that we've had, one of the biggest bits of feedback, is that you guys don't like having mirrors that don't work. So, we're going to get you mirrors. We're going to get you mirrors that work within the environment the whole way through. It's it's something that I know you guys have been really concerned about, and I know you're gonna love it. So let's just keep going with it. And when you see these mirrors in game, your minds are gonna be blown. And the best thing about it is that it's a completely destructible environment. So if you manage to take your campaign into New York City and you see the Empire State Building, it will drop. If you destroy it, if you fire missiles into it, it will drop. Full on physics. I mean, we're talking about leveling New York City, you know, St. Petersburg, whatever you want to do, you can make it happen with this game. Now, you know, on top of the environment, you also have to really have some core gameplay elements. And that's what I want to take a second to talk to you about as well. You know, the biggest thing that's going to be important in a shooter strategy sim is the equipment. You know, there's no point in having a great first-person shooter if you don't have any great guns, any great equipment that's going to really, you know, improve your experience. So one of the things that we were thinking about was developing these different kits called specialized weapons and gear. Swag, if you will. And that's really, really important to us in the sense that you can really customize all these different things. For example, I'm talking about knives, guns, launchers, med kits, you know, energy kits, whatever you want to do, that's what you can combine, that's what you can make. And that, to be perfectly honest, creates 1,337,000,000,000,000,000 combinations. I mean, that is a huge number. I have no idea. I mean, some of these combinations have gotten to the point where I didn't even realize they were possible. But that's what we can do. That's what this game is capable of. That's what the Tri-Engine 3.5 is capable of delivering to you guys. Another thing I want to make sure that you understand, it's a dynamic linear branching sandbox campaign. In other words, you do whatever you want. From literally starting out in the training sessions, starting out at an air base, being in charge of an entire, you know, military branch, you want to run the entire country's military activities, that is perfectly fine. So, in other words, whatever you want to do with this, you can make it happen. That's what I loved about it. That's what I talked about my staff, and they said that they could do it, and they have been delivering so far, and I'm really excited about that. And finally, again, if we're going to have the entire planet, we might as well have the entire world involved. I'm talking about epic scale battles that can involve all 6 billion plus people that exist on this planet. That's what we're capable of. That's what we'll bring to the table. That's what I consider a core gameplay element for you guys. Another couple bits of core gameplay elements that I did want to mention. We do have the issue of release day DLC, and I know a lot of people really don't like it, but this is important. The Battle Buddy system that I'm going to be presenting to you guys is really, really useful in the sense that you get to choose who you're fighting with, who you're directly working with, who you're directly commanding. And on top of that, they provide certain bonuses. And I'll just let you look at them right here. Truth be told, the different combinations of teams that you can assemble will give you all sorts of different bonuses, improvements, tweaks. It's going to be an amazing game because of this same day release DLC. Truth is, like I said, it allows you to customize how you're going to build your forces. In other words, if you want, you know, an all-white force, an all-Mexican force, all-Asian force, you want to mix and match, that's perfectly fine. Anything and everything that you want to do is completely possible in this game, and you're going to love it. But we need some time. And I wanted to make sure you understood that it's going to come out. We're going to make it happen. But you need to give us a little bit of time. And I hope you are enjoying all the different games that we're going to be kicking out. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Feel free to check our Facebook page. Take a look at our Twitter. We even have a Tumblr going with some of our artists who want to present some of the behind-the-scenes footage that we're doing in. So all I can say is, when Burst gets released, you guys are going to shit yourselves. So, with that said, I also wanted to take the time to give you an idea of what our company does and let you see what we're making. So yeah, without further ado, I hope you enjoy. Thanks for coming out to the E3 presentation. I will see you guys around. Our booth is right outside the door. Feel free to ask us any questions. Take care now.